Title: The Bridge of Dawn. Synopsis: In the summer of 1967, in a small town in the southern United States, a love story unfolds that defies all social conventions. Emma Holloway, a young woman from a wealthy family, and Noah Carter, a lower-class young man with a passion for literature, meet under an old bridge over the river. Despite their social differences, their connection, it is undeniable. However, they will have to face the expectations of their families, the prejudices of their town, and finally, the most difficult decision, to follow their hearts or yield to the norms sociales. Development of the story. It was a warm summer day in 1967 when Emma Holloway, only daughter of a prestigious town doctor, decided to take a detour by the river. The air smelled of earth, wet mist, and the branches of the trees swayed gently in the breeze. The river was her refuge, the place where she could escape the strict expectations of her family. While walking near an old bridge, saw a young man sitting on the edge, with a notebook in his hands, writing intensely concentrated. It was Noah Carter, a young man from a humble family who worked in the CMPO. Noah's life was hard, but his passion for literature and learning kept him strong. Despite the social differences, their eyes met and something silent ignited between them. Emma, surprised by the tranquility that emanated from Noah, timidly approached. Noah looked at her, raising his eyes from his notebook, and an instant of mutual understanding passed without words. "Do you write, Har?" "What's that?" asked Emma, interested in the notebook Noah was holding. "Yes, I'm trying to do it," Noah replied with a shy smile. Emma smiled, feeling that she had found something special at that moment. In the following days he returned to the bridge, and each time he met Noah more. Their conversations extended beyond literature. They talked about their dreams, their fears, the destinies that their families had planned for them. Emma, although the daughter of a respectable doctor, felt a deep dissatisfaction with her life of wealth and expectations. Noah, for his part, felt that his future was, he sealed it in the field, far from his biggest dreams. Each encounter on the bridge became a secret refuge, where they could be themselves, away from the judging glances of their respective communities. The bridge not only united them physically, but also emotionally. Their love grew in silence, like a plant that develops in the shade, hoping to bloom someday. But they knew that the world around them would not easily accept what was happening between them. Emma's family began to notice her strange behavior. Her mother, always worried about, to avoid appearances, he soon asked about her strange absences. Emma, feeling that her life was about to break, tried to hide her feelings, but the encounters with Noah, they were becoming increasingly intense. However, the pressure from her parents was increasing. Her father, a man of strong character and high expectations, already had plans for her. A good match, a marriage to suitable, a secured future in society. One day, while walking through the town, Emma heard murmurs and laughter behind her. A neighbor had seen Noah and Emma conversing near the bridge, and he had begun to ask questions. The town was small, and any rumor spread quickly. Soon, the scandal reached his father's ears. His reaction was immediate and ferocious. "Emma, I can't believe it," exclaimed his father, furious. And Emma's heart broke when she heard her father's words. It was as if her whole life, the dreams she had shared with Noah, they would crumble in an instant. Her father was not only rejecting her but also her love. In the days that followed, the tensions in her home increased. The shouts and arguments, and they became more frequent, and Emma knew that she could not continue living under the yoke of her family's expectations. Meanwhile, Noah also faced his own demons. Although his love for Emma was profound, the pressures of his own world pushed him to despair. The whole village, which saw him as someone inferior, now pointed at him because of his relationship with the doctor's daughter, as respected. His childhood friends looked at him with disapproval, and he knew that any attempt to be with Emma would be a direct confrontation with everything he had known. One afternoon, as the sun began to set, Emma decided to meet Noah at his refuge, the bridge where it all began. The river was calm, but the weight of their hearts was palpable. When she arrived, and found Noah waiting for her, his face serious but his eyes full of love. They said nothing at first, because they knew that words could not express everything they felt. "Emma, I wish this would end," Noah finally said, breaking the silence. Emma looked at him, her eyes full of tears, and shook her head. I don't know if we can continue like this, Noah. The world doesn't allow it, no poo. And continue running away from my family and everything that is expected of me. Her voice trembled, but it was clear. She knew she had to make a decision. Both knew that their love was real, but also understood, and that the society of that time would not allow them to live it without enormous sacrifices. Emma looked at Noah with a mixture of love and sadness in her eyes, and a last kiss sealed their fate. The kiss was the farewell that both knew they had to give. It wasn't just a physical separation, but a surrender to the external forces that kept them apart. I love you, Noah said Emma, her voice breaking, but we can't go on like this. I won't ask you to change your life, nor will I change mine. But I will always carry this love in my heart. Noah nodded, although his eyes were full of sadness. He knew that Emma was doing what she felt she should do, although her heart did not accept it. I will always remember this bridge, Emma. I will always remember the sunrise, and how you taught me to see the world from a different era. I will love you, even if we cannot be together. With those words, Emma turned around, walking slowly towards the end of the bridge. Noah watched her until she disappeared from his view. Knowing that what had been, could no longer be. Years later, the town changed. The old rules slowly crumbled, and the love that was once repressed began to be more accepted. For Emma and Noah, it was already late. The Dawn Bridge, which had been their secret meeting place, remained as a symbol of the love that could never be. Although their lives followed different paths, they would always remember that bridge, that corner of their past where two souls met and dreamed of a future they never got to live. The bridge, although it was no longer the refuge of their love, continued being a special place for both. A place where, in their hearts, they would always be together. If this story made you think, share this video with your friends and loved ones. Subscribe and eat NTA.